tell me what you know. Is there anything that you know?
No, you think that God exists and all these things, but your argument, if you're going to use it for me,
I know God
valid.
exists. I know God exists. See, here's the deal about knowledge.
So, if you know God exists, then why can't I know that God doesn't exist, or that I'm on Earth, standing on concrete?
All right.
That's a fact, isn't it? Isn't that true?
Is it a fact? What are you standing on right now?
I would say that it's concrete.
How do you know that?
Observation.
Observation? So you
Yeah.
use your eyes, your senses, your reasoning?
Yes.
How do you know those are valid?
Well, I'm pretty sure. I don't believe
You're pretty sure.
that this is a
Now,
hologram. I don't believe in that.
If I said I was pretty sure this street was 35 miles an hour speed limit, would that be true? If I said this speed limit right here on this street was 35 miles an hour, would that be true?
Wait,
but I'm not really
Can
sure.
you say that again?
Sure.
If you believe...
Because you said you're pretty sure you were
believe-
standing on concrete because you're pretty sure your senses are right?
I believe that this street's limit is 35 miles an hour.
Why?
Is that true? That's what you're saying?
If I said, I think the speed limit, I'm pretty sure the speed limit's 35 miles, does that make it true?
No.
No,
That's
there's an element of
You
doubt
need-
there.
No, you need evidence.
Okay.
You need facts.
All right, so
if there's a sign, then that's evidence.
all right, how do you interpret the sign? How do you interpret the evidence?
Vision.
Hey, Ben.
Hey,
What's going on?
just arguing with these.
How do you?
numbskulls.
Oh, okay.
But you don't really know for a fact that we're numbskulls.
Yeah, because so far you can't tell us how you know anything.
I mean,
because you got.
I've read a little bit about that. Yeah, sure. It could just be some.
Good. There's an
something,
element of
like
doubt.
our brain is floating in some.
Is that true?
I don't know.
Well, here's the
I
thing.
don't claim to know.
So what
I
do you
don't
know,
believe.
and how do you know it?
I don't believe.
Well, here's the thing. Since you deny that God exists, you can't know.
I'm saying I don't believe that the world is all, that reality is all in our brains. I
Okay.
don't believe that.
So how do you get truth? How do you know that anything's wrong or right? How do you know anything's true or false? You don't. You can't.
Okay, but this is such a philosophical.
No, actually, this is your 2-year-old
I mean,
kid
you can't,
knows
you
this.
You can't
This is
use
a 2-year-old's
God
argument.
as
Look, in order to know anything, you either have to know everything,
But you
or
think
you have to have revelation
I mean,
from
but
someone who does.
so if God created me in His image,
He did.
then why am I not entitled to know things like you?
You are.
No, you are.
You are.
do
You
know
can
things.
know things. That's our point. Since God created you, that's how you know things. Because He gave you the
You're
senses
just
and
suppressing-
reasoning
you're suppressing.
to interpret His creation. That's
Do you
how
know
you know
that
things.
you're standing on concrete?
I absolutely do, 100%.
But now, if I say I know I'm standing on concrete, it's invalid because I
No,
don't think.
I'm saying
I
you don't have a
believe in God.
justification for saying you're absolutely
I
sure.
don't?
No.
Observation.
Yeah, again,
Right.
how do you know your
Obser-
observation is valid?
Because you can't prove that your cognitive faculties are valid.
See-
You can't prove your senses and reasoning are valid by using your senses and reasoning. That's
So are
a
you saying
circular
something
argument.
beyond consciousness, which is God? So
Okay.
Because God is.
In your
beyond
worldview, you would have to
consciousness-
presuppose that everything that exists is material only. Is that true? Would you say in your world, the only thing that exists is material?
Well, would that encompass energy and things that we can measure?
Right. Measurable things. That's material.
For the most part, but
Most
again,
part?
I can't say if that. I
But you
can't
don't
say
know.
that in black holes there's this
All right.
17th dimension.
What's your
with
name?
Something.
What's your name?
Why should I tell you?
Because I want to address you as a person.
Jamie.
Jamie. All right. So Jamie, you don't know for sure. So in about 30 seconds ago, you were sure, but now you're not sure. And the reason for that is because you deny God's
Yeah.
existence. So now you
Believe
don't
me,
have truth.
I've thought about this.
okay.
It's not a matter of God.
No, it's not a matter of intellect, though. It's a matter of, it's a spiritual thing. It's not a matter of intellect.
There are transcendent things in this
You're
world
a
that you
smart
need
guy,
that you don't
but
understand.
Why don't you just
You have
get
a
all that
spiritual
religion
problem.
stuff and become philosophers? Because I feel like you could.
Actually, everybody's
really
a philosopher.
Well, philosophy is a handmaiden of theology. I mean, but the fact of the matter is you can't do
God
science.
about God.
Even 2-year-olds are philosophers, dude.
Do
Everybody
you
has
understand
philosophy.
what we're saying? I mean, if you don't really know that your senses and reasoning are valid, then how can you make a
But this
truth
is
claim
the
about
best
anything?
thing that we can go off of.
But how do you know that?
Do you have anything better besides
Yes.
your God?
All right, let me
There's
ask.
nothing better than God in this.
I don't see how any of this proves God, though.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to prove God.
Yeah, we're not proving God
look,
to you.
God is
We don't
the
need to.
precondition for intelligibility. God is the necessary being. He exists. You don't have to prove. I can't.
He
I don't
simply
prove
is.
God. He is. He is the I am. Without God, you can't prove anything. You can't even do science without God because
right.
you can't rely on things like induction, the
Uniformity of nature.
uniformity in nature, and all those things. All these scientists, I'm not saying they don't know things. There's a lot of very smart atheistic scientists, but they can't justify their knowledge claims on their world.